You know what was worse than Rewind 2018? The guys in Rewind trying to defend themselves. I mean, if they dress you up like a Burning Man reject and you're jumping off a Fortnite bus, I mean, that is your sign, isn't it? That's you gotta own it after that. If you did that, if they dressed you up like a bad cosplay kid from Up and you're yelling K-pop, don't go defend yourself online. Just own it like YouTube tried to own the dislikes. You knew what you were getting into. Anyway, now it's time to talk about our Rewind. For this, I'd like to invite a very special guest. You may know her as the Random Citizen. It's my wife, AyNine. With your golf claps, come on. Come on, put your hands together. Oh, I see that you're drinking beer.
Yeah, that's how you get through this sort of thing.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. What did you think about YouTube Rewind?
I didn't actually get all the way through the video.
You didn't finish it,
I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm done about 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
I appreciated the sweet things that they brought up. I got that far so I wasn't 2 minutes in, I guess, but I appreciated the sweet things they brought up, like all of the good things that happened and all of the movements and pushing people forward in a Rewind video. Pushing people forward, I think, is a really powerful message.
It is what it is. YouTube Rewind doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Let it suck. 2018 has been insane on my end, and you worked crazy. And I don't know how this year passed by the way. Normally, the years before 2018, it was only 1 or 2 products that was very important to be reviewed properly, and the rest was just fun.
Yeah.
Not this year. This year started crazy, ended crazy, and by the time I was done with the last video, I really wanted to rest for a couple of weeks, which is what I'm doing now. That's why this video is just sit down and chat about 2018. But enough about us for now. Let's talk about what happened in 2018 with the other YouTubers. Who did you discover in 2018? Who would you recommend? Or your top YouTubers in 2018?
Okay, so I have a very specific style of YouTube video I watch. It's basically either baking...
Mukbang? I'm sorry.
What?
Mukbang?
Okay, it's either baking, fitness, ASMR, or music. Music is that's always. And one of my favorite YouTubers of all time is How to Cook That, Ann Reardon.
Oh yeah.
We were fortunate. I even got to meet her at YouTube Space, and she's awesome. And I love everything about the videos she makes. To me, she's for baking what iPhonedo is for tech. She takes time. She's diligent. She's ridiculously talented, and everything she makes is amazing.
Even I watch Ann Reardon. I'm a subscriber.
Yeah. He's subscribed to How to Cook That. And I don't bake. I used to bake just for fun, but I don't make any of the things she shows. I just watch the videos. Except this year, I used one of her videos to make the cupcakes for my best friend's wedding. So it was a really big deal. I went back an old video she made, and I used it to make the cupcakes that were a huge hit. And that was a big deal. It was this chocolate peanut butter cupcake. But my favorite video she put out this year was a cake that was made up to look like a specific camera that she uses. The detail in the cake, that was the thing. It looked like a camera, and she did all the little letters and the little dials and all the details, everything. And I was blown away because it straight up looked like a camera when she was done. Even the detail of how she made the lens, it's just, she's ridiculous.
Yes.
Her talent's ridiculous. And she made that cake. That was my favorite video that she put out this year. And then I discovered 2 YouTubers, they're not new to YouTube, but I discovered them myself this year, which was Dr. Mike, who is this, down-to-earth doctor, my age, telling you all the stuff you want to talk to your doctor about, but doctors are so busy, and, so he's awesome. Mm-hmm. And then Kat Musni, and she's a fitness blogger. She does HIIT workouts mostly, and their strength and their cardio and whatever, and she's really into kickboxing, but I love her because she's fun and spunky and nerdy, but not the annoying amount. Just the right amount of fun and cute and kind of quirky without being too much, and it's very authentic. You can tell this is just like who she is, and she's just on camera acting this way, and I love it. So,
how about me, you ask?
Yeah,
Thank you
what was your favorite video or your top YouTubers of this 2018?
Thank you so much, AyNine. Very nice question. I think my top 3.
That was for.
I love her channel.
That was for Graveyard Girl. We love you.
Yeah, I really enjoy her videos. My top 3. I'm gonna say I really like Doug DeMuro. He's the perfect combination of Billy on the Street meets Jay Leno, and he reviews cars. When he reviewed Bugatti Chiron, I was happy as if I reviewed Bugatti Chiron. I came home, I sat on the couch, I had that ceremony. I was ready to watch it, and I watched it on TV and enjoyed every second of it. On the other side, I really like Mr. Steele. He is a FPV pilot, and he's just ridiculous. He has a lot of amazing videos where he's flying the drone. But there's this one where he's flying around drag racing cars, and it is just, as a person who flies drones, I can't even wrap my mind around the amount of control he has on those FPV drones. Who else do I watch constantly? I just seen TLD Vector, Rene Ritchie. He has put up a lot of videos filled with knowledge. Kai Locke, Julian Solomita, Jenna Marbles. But okay. Number one.
Video.
NASA. Number 1 video is definitely SpaceX Falcon's side boosters landing back simultaneously.
Yeah, I forgot that was this year.
Wow.
I totally forgot that was this year.
That was my number 1 thing. How about us? We had a crazy year. I've never worked this much in my entire life. It was one video after the other, one product after the other. Yeah. Every product required a lot of attention, a lot of testing before talking about it, knowing the product, so I can show how much you can get out of it.
Mm-hmm. You did, how many videos did you put out?
62 videos. I put out 62 videos.
Then what are your top 3 videos or top 3 products that you reviewed this year?
Top 3 products of all the products I reviewed this year.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to find the top 3 because they're all in different categories and they're really close. Maybe I can categorize them by how much I enjoyed making those videos. And I think number 3 would be Apple Watch 4, because Apple Watch 4 just stole the show and it's a fantastic device. So is iPhone XR, 10s and 10s Max. I don't think a lot of people realize this, but they're amazing devices. They're far ahead compared to iPhone 10. iPhone XS and XS Max is what I wished iPhone 10 was. That's why I was critical against iPhone 10 and loved XS. And number 2 is, I'm gonna say, Osmo Pocket. Not because it's recent, but Osmo Pocket is tiny Men in Black device. And the second you understand its language, it requires a little bit of getting used to it. I think it's a great thing. If I can get a microphone converter, which you have to buy DJI's microphone converter for it to work, I'm gonna connect my lavalier, and that's how I wanna go to CES and just use that.
Yeah. Because
it's amazing. And number 1 is, I'm curious if you have a guess about my favorite, because a lot of great products are left. The drones, iMac, MacBooks, iPhones. But I'm gonna say Sony A7 Mark III is just the best product that I reviewed. With a little bit. If it is like 100, if I give that 100, the next product underneath is 99.99. That's how close things were this year. It was so difficult to show the difference between the products that came out this year. The reason I like A7 Mark III is because of their marketing, calling it the basic model, where everyone's just using those exaggerations for every product they put out. They just said, it's the basic model. Yeah. It's not the basic model. It's a ridiculous. If I didn't have R3, I would have bought it by now. I actually just want it just to have it, but I'm waiting for the S Mark III. Other products, some of them had some features that got fixed later on, but not A7 Mark III. It just came out and it was what it was. It's a rare thing nowadays. A lot of products come out and they're not fully there yet. You buy it like HomePods, you buy it, they don't work in stereo, and then when they work in stereo, they're amazing.
Yeah.
But you don't know. I cannot review it that way. So everyone goes and watches it online, and we say, yeah, it's good. And then no one watches when the stereo is released. So it's actually a problem for the companies.
Yeah.
How about you? When it comes to our videos, we worked together a lot in...
We did a lot of videos together this year. I've helped you in the past, but I feel like this year I helped you the most.
Yeah.
And I was like there for a lot more videos, not just running, which you would think those would be my favorites.
You did a lot of camera work.
Yeah, a lot more camera work with you this year.
You did a lot of carrying.
Yeah, and participating.
Participating.
Actually being in the video.
Being in the video.
Yeah. So my favorites, are we going from 3 to 1? I mean, it's not really a particular order anyway, because it's a similar thing where like they're different products doing different things in different areas.
Yeah.
So we'll say 3. Boosted board, when we went to go try them out at the Echo Park, and they were doing a demonstration of their latest designs. That was one of my favorites, both by product and by the video experience, because I loved riding them because they're awesome boards. And I loved making the video with you because it was just really fun to like ride around for like a couple hours, just hang out at Boosted's little setup.
And we have very, very bad 2 electric skateboards that
we have these electric skateboards that like you go on a little incline and they're like
they're technically electric skateboards, but it's basically we're just stepping on a remote controlled car.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal to experience like a proper electric skateboard that actually has a proper engine, runs proper, like goes smoothly, goes up hills smoothly. So I fell in love with those, and I really liked making the video.
Yeah.
And then the next one up was, I agreed with you, Osmo Pocket is my number 2.
Yeah.
And that's same reasons as you. It's just like, look at that, it's literally take it. But I just think as a product especially, it's got such a broader audience for people to use. You know, it's so very much like it could be the next family camcorder.
Oh, yeah.
You know, dad buys the Osmo Pocket and you go on holiday with your family, and then, you know, you get some really cool footage. And if you really want, you could and you really nail down if you're an expert already, if you know how to do anything in photo or film, you can take it to the next level with this tiny little product.
Yeah.
But if you don't know, you can still make something good, which is, I think that's like the best product, right? Because then you've got something that's not just exclusive, like, oh, only people who are also fancy can take this. And,
that's true.
It's a really cool product. I can use it.
Yeah.
And it's so cute. I love it because DJI comes out with these really cute looking things, like the way that Mavic looks like a little robot.
Their design teams.
And it looks, you know, I always want to pet their products because they're cute.
Yeah.
And it's
they're really good at
it's
that.
the weirdest thing because it's just it's a robot. It's not even a robot. It's not even a robot. I want to pet it and have it as a pet.
The thing, I want to say a couple of things. One, I see people comparing Osmo Pocket to Hero 7 or action cameras. But Osmo Pocket is not an action camera. Action camera has wide angle lens. It is fixed focus. It is very durable. You can throw it around. It's very likely that it's water resistant, if not waterproof. And Osmo Pocket is none of these. It has nothing to do with the action camera. Apart from stabilization, if you're comparing electronic stabilization, yes, you can compare them. But wide angle stabilization will fool you compared to what Osmo Pocket has. So I see that people are comparing these two to each other, but they're different cameras. They're for different purposes. I would never use Osmo Pocket for... Remember when we were in Hawaii, we were just grabbing the GoPro and we were just throwing it in the air, set the timer on, just throw it in the air and see what it comes back with. You can never do that with Osmo Pocket. It's completely different cameras. And number 2, you're right. Now the products are so advanced that we reached a level where the result depends on how much you can use it.
Yeah.
It used to be the capability of the product was so little back in the day. It was so little that this is what you do, and whoever grabs the product, they would have ended with the same result. But with these, now it's becoming more and more how much you can use it, how much do you understand the product, and how much you can deal with. Because especially with Osmo Pocket, since it's so small, you can go like this because it's so light and small, and claim that the footage is shaking. Normally, the gimbals are heavy, so you can't,
Yeah.
This looked bad on camera, probably. Yeah, very good. How about your number one?
So my number one video and product I'm super biased about it, was the Rode mic. The
Video Mic ML?
Yeah.
MEL?
MEL. That was my favorite because it was my favorite video to make by far, because I get to do what I love, make some music, so I love that, of course. The whole experience that day was so beautiful because I woke up really, really early, but I was going to go sing, so it didn't matter. And then we went to Griffith, and it was a gorgeous sunrise.
Oh, it was amazing.
And surprisingly, we had worked on the song so long, and then when we were doing the takes, I'm like, we're going to get this. And it was so fewer takes than you would expect, and it was good because we had a limited time for the sun to be rising and people to start gathering and all that.
This 4-minute and 29-second video.
Yeah. That was actually a couple months of prep.
Couple months of preparation. We didn't prepare for this one. We were just working on the song, and then when this came along, we just put them together.
And it sounds really good, and it's so easy and so little, and so you just go look, and then you're done. And again, just like with other products, like we were saying with Osmo, you can go the next step with it.
Exactly.
If you get the app and you know what you're doing with sound, you have the opportunity to do something really great with this little mic. And then for someone like me, always making music content, it's something that just changes my experience completely, and I love it. So.
Yeah, which brings us, I think, from now on, people should concentrate more on what you can get out of your products instead of just jumping to the next one.
Yeah.
Because now all of these products are reaching their extremely good levels. So you really don't need that. Just because it's new, you don't need to get it. You need to know why you want to get it. I enjoyed making that video a lot. It was a very difficult video to make because the guitar was so heavy on this side, on the
neck and the head.
The neck and the head. It was constantly, the guitar was falling into my hand because the camera was there, the mic was there, the tuner was there, everything was there. And if I had a little more time to think about this, I would have put a counterweight on the strap so it wouldn't fall into my. So when the guitar falls into your hand, it's really difficult to be gentle because you're fighting the guitar. The security saw us.
Yeah.
The security smiled, walked by us. It's in the video. And then once we were done, as we were putting our stuff back into the car, we started hearing a trumpet, and we saw this guy, and he was just playing trumpet towards the hills.
Yeah, like just his morning, practice time.
So we walked up to him, and I said, "Excuse me, sir, we're coming from the Citizens Against Musicians."
Yeah, something bizarre. And he was a little nervous.
He was very nervous.
He was expecting someone to make him stop.
Yeah, he avoided eye contact in the beginning, and then as I said that, he was like, "What the hell is that?" So he turned and he saw me with the guitar on my neck.
Yeah.
I have a working bitch face, if you will, and I'm very concentrated and I'm very disciplined when I'm working on the videos. And I have a routine, and everything has to be. If I have to wake up at 5, I have to be up by 5. There's no 5 past 5, and it pays in return. So you take some photos every once in a while.
So it's kind of a habit to always get the behind the scenes photos and videos. It's also fun.
In 2019, you're doing something.
I'm going to be making content for YouTube. and I'm already really active on my socials, so if you aren't following, just follow.
Follow
But
these.
it's going to be music related, but it's going to be regular, and I'm really excited. I'm going to exploit and expose a whole bunch of musician friends of mine.
So you have a really good idea. Really good idea. I gotta tell you, I like your idea.
Thank you.
And then and I can't wait to see. I've seen some snippets of it.
Yes.
And it looks like it's gonna be fun. Finally, I can just stop doing this
He's trying to push it off on me.
and transfer it to you. You review the products, I just use them. How about that?
I mean, sure, I guess I can review them as well.
You realize I didn't get to enjoy most of the products I reviewed.
I don't know. I think you enjoyed this quite a bit.
Yes. Yes.
A good
But
year of PUBG on this puppy.
Yes, that's true. I play PUBG on that a lot. Your channel is gonna
Yes, I am.
be
I'm
lit. Do people still say that?
I don't know. We'll find out once I get back into the groove.
I think this is the first time I
children.
said it out loud. It felt really weird on my
I don't know if
tongue.
that's how you use it anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna have my channel. It's gonna be a lot of music stuff. I'm still gonna put tech in there in a sense, I guess. But I'm not reviewing tech. That's not me. That's you. And you do it amazingly. And the other tech people out there do it amazingly.
No, they don't.
So a lot of them do.
No.
Not as good as you.
No,
Nowhere
they're
near
terrible.
your caliber.
Thank you. Yes.
So I'm gonna do music.
Show us what you got.
Well, this is.
I really want to know if you got that reference. This is very nice. Whenever I'm outside and whenever I'm away and a package is going to be delivered, I get really anxious because I don't want it to get lost. And someone really likes to take advantage of that. So I text her and I say, "Hey, did you get it?" And then she sends stuff like this and she says, "No, where is it?
Package?
What package?"
I like to mess with him. This was an amazing sunset.
Oh, this is really good. So Hasselblad, this is when I was reviewing that Hasselblad, the very first review. And we were on Venice Beach, on the pier, and there were some locals there that told us that the sunset is gonna be amazing. So I was really excited, but I was at the end of the battery life of Hasselblad. And you cannot charge it using an external battery. It has to be connected to the power outlet. And the sunset happened and I took photos and they were out of this world. The sunset was out of this world. And when the sunset was over, the battery died and we were so happy. We were thinking, oh my God, great timing. This is ridiculous. And later on this happened. Suddenly everything turned into this unbelievable Bob Ross painting. And yeah, this is it. This is unedited video of that sunset.
Just on my iPhone 8 Plus.
Yeah.
So the thing is that if it's this beautiful on a camera that's got like a tiny little sensor.
Imagine it on the
imagine if the Hasselblad had been available and the battery wasn't dead. That's you looking very hard.
That's my working bitch face. And this is before the sunset. Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
This
one really takes the cake because this was not posed, and you think he's posing for the photo, but no, this is just how he decided to air straddle to...
I also, right now, looking at it, I don't know what angle that gives me. Like, what's the difference between standing up straight and this? Like, what is it giving me?
I don't know, that's why
I don't understand what I'm doing.
This is
CES.
CES 2018.
We're going back soon.
Yeah. 1 week.
If you haven't been to CES, CES is an amusement park overload that was just amazing for the first hour, and then the rest, you just want to go home.
My birthday falls on CES, so we were celebrating my birthday.
This is Mavic Air, probably?
This is Bend.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
That's the face we were talking about.
That's the face I make, yeah. And when I watch these videos back, if she's helping, I speak very fat-free. So it sounds like, take the camera, go over there and start shooting me as I come here and I'm gonna say this stupid line as if it's like a programming language.
Yeah, it's
very
just
harsh.
Commands.
Which is not easy in the second language. You don't really understand the nuances really well.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me though.
She doesn't take offense.
When I'm in the work mode, I'm similar in that I don't like a lot of fluff.
Yeah, I'm not
like,
yelling
just
at
tell me
you.
what to
I'm
do.
yelling with you.
Yeah, Just tell me what to do.
These stuff needs to be done before people wake up and come, and we don't want to be there when it's crowded. We cannot do our stuff, so
Yeah.
this is another day.
This is another day and another place where you're
I think it's
setting something up, but your little friend.
my friend.
Your little friend.
I
over
love that camera.
The Sony
I got
FDR.
the second one because the other one is getting fixed.
Yeah. You're just setting up for one of the runs we do. Oh, this was another
This
fun.
is Sony A7 Mark III.
Yeah.
This was actually a lot of fun. I did that rotating shot there.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize I was kneeling in front of the camera using the remote and rotating it. And she actually, why am I showing the photo? She held a couple of people back because they wanted to come in and see.
Yeah. I was
So-
like, oh, just a second.
And it was rotating so slow and nicely. They probably waited 1 minute, like in real life 1 minute. And as I got up, they were like,
This was a highlight of the year. Leela, yeah. She was an old coworker of mine. She actually helped me with my music video. And then she said she needed help with her music video. And I was like, yes.
all right.
Yes, please. So you did this. And this was, you were using the Ronin.
Yeah, I used the Ronin for this.
And there you
Ronin
are.
is one of the amazing products that came out this year. It's a beast. There you go. There it is.
Beast. We're back at Griffith here.
Ah, yeah, when we had the gimbal off. Yeah, this is when we tested Shiun Smooth 4. And in my tests, Shiun Smooth 4 was horrible. And I put the review up, and I got an email from Shiun saying that they liked my video because it keeps them on their feet, and they will fix it, they will work on it. And it was a really nice email. I wasn't expecting anything like that, because previously for another product, when I said bad stuff, really bad stuff, they didn't like me at all afterwards.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about GoPro Karma.
No, they like you.
No, I don't think they will like me ever. But they liked my tweet about Hero 7, which was very surprising, which was one of the highlights of this year. Either the person who liked that tweet is fired or killed and buried on, or, which is the better possibility, they knew their product was good, and that's why they did it. And Hero 7 is one of my favorite products from 2018.
Yeah, it was really great. This was going out. Oh yeah, this was the Father's Day Hasselblad shoot.
Yeah.
The Father's Day car show, and then there you are on the ground. You want to know what this one was for? He was just filming BMWs in the parking lot.
Excuse me. There was an Z8, and it was beautiful. I was taking a photo of the Z8. Thank you very much.
In this public.
Doug DeMuro will understand me.
Ah, Boosted!
This is boosted.
My favorites. That was a good day.
We should have just ran away with the boost boards. Boosted had a really terrible, I'm sorry, but it's true, Black Friday deals.
Yeah.
And they just gave a gift card for their own store and a couple of belts and a tail piece. No, come on. We want to buy it, come on. I look very upset back there.
You were. I think you were stressed and I was goofy. See?
I think this is when we did the light painting with the Hasselblad. Interesting, you have a lot of photos from Hasselblad. And what was amazing about that is we had a lot of people grouping behind the camera, and they were seeing the countdown, and they just wanted to see the result.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. As you can see here, that I'm gonna do the light painting, and behind you or around you, there were a lot of people. Yeah, see, you're fat free too. Direct to me.
Yeah, but look at the people behind you wondering too. It's not just behind me.
But I always look very stupid.
I'm
you're
just counting
telling me
up
to...
how long,
Yeah.
how many seconds you have to keep going. But yeah.
Yeah.
This was the trumpeter we met.
Yes, this is that guy. Yeah.
And your shoes were muddy because it was muddy that day.
When you go early in the day to shoot in a park, the grass is wet. And we know this. So we bring two pairs of shoes.
I filmed that day.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Ooh.
one of the highlights, the Bugatti Divo release. I cannot believe we were there. We were in the dead center and they just revealed it in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Bugatti.
This was a really
The
good day.
CEO was there. And then, as if that wasn't enough, Phil Schiller and Eddie Q shows up. Phil Schiller and Eddie Q. I cannot believe I met all these people. It was really good.
And then we visited the Apple campus, the new campus.
Yeah,
That
because
was
we
fun.
were really close.
Oh yeah, look at you, so happy. See, this is you when you're just excited to be doing fun stuff.
Yeah, I look very happy there.
Well, we drove to Carmel and we're a little pooped.
I know what's going on in my head here. I'm happy here. But I'm mostly like, take the photo. I just want to enjoy this, what I have in my hand.
Yeah, I do apparently take a lot of you with the Hasselblad. I think that's because I was with you for all of the Hasselblad videos.
Yeah, I think because you...
Those
exactly
are the videos
what you said.
Yeah, I was with you for every one. I was in most of those photos, so I think that's why.
This is good.
This is good. This is lunch.
This is me in my natural habitat. This is... if you see me
lunch.
somewhere, this is probably what I'm doing. Yeah, this is augmented reality derp.
I could make a come at me bro
I'm
meme
doing-
with these two
yeah.
photos. See your hand?
Yeah,
Come at
it's
me,
like
bro.
a Bruce Lee.
I don't know.
I look miserable here.
I think this is like eating after a long day of shooting or something because you were really pooped. Wow, this is fun. This was at the Getty.
Oh yeah, this is Osmo Pocket.
That's my pocket.
Yep, there it is.
There's your little pocket over there.
So, see, this is something, it's all gonna go back to people who compare Osmo Pocket to Hero 7, an action camera, rather. See, these are the things you really cannot do with an action camera. What I'm doing here, I'm using the iPhone and I'm getting a panning shot using just the Osmo Pocket itself, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. This
This
is
is a lot
shortly
of fun.
before we get some of our best footage.
Yeah, those guys, by the way, those guys fell down so many times.
Yeah.
Those guys running up that...
They were determined, and they nailed it a couple times.
They were
too.
laughing at
Yeah.
and just, you know, enjoying life.
I have a lot of videos of those guys trying, but you were filming the puppy at this point.
Yeah, that's when the
That's
puppy
when the puppy showed up,
attacked my...
which was my favorite. That was my favorite moment of the year, was the puppy on the camera. This one was fun because I was doing a video, and then wait for it,
The waves hit.
and there it is.
And then I'm in the frame.
Getting in my shot, so I can't share it on social. It looks like one of those fishing games. There's a games like this where you pretend to fish, and
virtual.
it's virtual fishing. This is
This is
just
from,
yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
He's just taking a tinkle in the middle of the road. Don't mind him.
I'm just getting swifty.
But this is my shot of the year of you at work. This is actually what made me want to show you all these pictures, because I took this and I thought, oh, like, he's
Yeah.
gonna like this. This is a nice photo of him at work. And then, you know, I'm just behind you doing what I do, and then caught in the act.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm... But I had a tiara there.
Yep, you on the ground. You not on the ground. And I think that's it.
What is this? Like that arc.
That was.
Am
that's-
I after another weird angle that it's so important that I have to lean back a little
Instead of
bit?
taking a step. So that was.
So that's it.
That's the year in review.
That's what happens
This is
behind
basically-
the scenes.
This is basically what it looks like from where I'm standing.
So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that subscribe button. I must have a subscribe button somewhere here on the screen. Hit that subscribe button and play Ding Dong Ditch with the bell next to it and join the world domination. And until I see you the next time, take really good care of yourselves. Have happy holidays. Have a happy New Year's, and we'll see you next year. And
Hoşçakalın.
oh, that's cool. You did a cool version.
Yeah.
Oh, this beer is so good.
It's good beer.